Good morning, it's me again. I having a pretty good day. That storm that went through last night was a little more intense than expected, so it was causing me a lot of problems. But it went through without too much trouble, and we actually had a good night together. My daughter actually liked the dinner I cooked because she's kind of picky. Kids, go figure. I mean, she's not even a kid anymore, but go figure. But today I found red beans and rice when I was at the store, and my son likes red beans and rice. So I got some chicken and I got some mozzarella sticks. I think I have potatoes somewhere. And anyways, I got some stuff to make dinner tonight, so hopefully they like dinner. I, I don't hear too much complaining because my daughter is so picky. It can be so hard to find a meal she doesn't complain about. Which I do worry if there is a food shortage that she will do nothing but complain the whole time because everything's gross. But anyway, I think most of the rest of us will be fine though, so she might eat the gross stuff and complain. But I still don't see a lot of evidence of there actually being a food shortage. Um, not sure where people are getting the information from, but like I said, according to my roommate, his dad thinks that it's because we'll run out of oil, or at least access to oil. So, that's maybe why they're thinking there's going to be a food shortage, but I don't know. So far there isn't one, but I've been picking up emergency stocks every time I go to the store. We need to get like a shelf or something for emergency supplies so that my brain just. But anyway, yeah, so that we'll be able to have some stuff. I used to have a shelf, but now I don't know where it is. Um, maybe we got rid of it. I don't remember. We moved in a lot of stuff either didn't come with us or it completely disappeared. So I'm not sure where a lot of things wound up. We did get rid of a bunch of furniture because just it was old and it wasn't doing that well. But I thought I kept my old bookshelf. I just can't find it. Um, I don't know. It'll turn up if it's here. Um, because I would already had some yarn stuff on it. I took the yarn stuff off to put the food there, but yeah, an emergency cupboard, emergency pantry, emergency shelves are good ideas. You could just get dried goods or canned goods and things that are good are like the beans and the rice. And then you'd want to get like canned fruits and vegetables that you could throw in with the beans and the rice. I mean, I don't know, you'd put too much fruit with the beans, but you could put the vegetables with the beans. And rice goes good with just about everything. You could have things like flour and sugar, coffee, and um, trying to think of what else. But yeah, lots of stuff can go into that kind of a thing. That stuff that doesn't spoil quickly, and just have like canned goods and like try to get like sauces, the spaghetti sauce, ketchup, barbecue sauce, the cheese dip thingies. They can go like right in that stuff, and you can make dishes. It probably isn't gonna be the best, but it'll be full belly, and that's what you want. Um, Try to get nutritions. I don't know if there's a lot of like meat that's canned, maybe tuna, I don't know. Chicken, maybe, I don't know. Um, but it's the stuff to think about. Anyways, there's stuff on the emergency cupboard, and like some people get survival food, like the big bucket, you just add water and it's done, kind of thing. I think it might actually be more complicated than that, but not much more. Um, all kinds of stuff you can do to help yourself and your family survive. Gardening is still a good idea. I think it's still time you can put one in because there's two basic growing seasons for everywhere. You have your spring growing and your fall growing. That's where you grow a lot of your vegetables. And then through the summer, that seems to be when you get a lot of your fruits and grains. corn will grow at any time. So there's still plenty of time to put gardens in if people want to. Like I said, fall's a good time. It's just here, I don't know much about here. So I have to learn about things like when to plant, when to harvest, what grows best, what doesn't grow at all. And then I've even thought about growing things that I can't eat because I'm either allergic or my stomach doesn't like it, because I know there's a lot of people in the house. I mean, it does not seem that anyone else in the house is really all that excited about squash, though, so I don't know what to do about that. But they grow very quickly and they're not hard to cook, and I think it's delicious. If it didn't make me throw up for 3 days, I would just enjoy them. But, the whole throwing up for 3 days thing is kind of. It's a problem, so we don't need problems. So, but today, as you can probably tell, my brain is functioning a lot better and I have a lot of energy. I'm probably gonna try to do the vacuuming I need to do today down here, and then I'm gonna go back upstairs because it's warmer upstairs and try to get some stuff done upstairs, and then just slowly keep working at getting things done until I've chipped away at all the issues, and hopefully I can get a bunch of stuff done. And okay, that's just gonna happen. And but I did like the way everything looked when I went out. It was all like foggy, hazy, and then like on the way back from the store, I was watching this passenger jet going in and out of the clouds, and it looked like it was disappearing and reappearing, and that was pretty cool. So, and everything was fairly calm. There were a couple of jerks out being jerks, but there's always going to be a jerk somewhere. But for the most part, everybody was aware and kind and all that good stuff. So I didn't run into anybody. I've been running into this homeless lady almost every morning now that Gigi's waking me up, but I didn't see her this morning, so I don't know. I did leave a little later. Gigi did let me sleep in a little bit more than he has been, so she might have already wandered off, but she seems really nice. She's not doing well, but she seems really nice, and I'm hoping that she gets into some kind of program. But yeah, it's like most of the people that we interact with are nice. It's the people from the camp that are not nice. They're usually active after dark or as it's getting dark. So we try not to be out that late if we can. My son and I, at least. My daughter, unfortunately, has to work late. So. But she has a taser thingy, so leave her. Don't bug her. And we do warn her when we notice a lot of unusual activity, and it is strange that when I notice that people are acting funny, it will be a full moon. Somebody mentioned Mercury's in retrograde, which seems to happen a lot, and for some reason people think that makes them crazy, so they just go crazy. I don't know if it's actually a thing. I'm not sure if you can actually be affected by something that's that far away, but I know that the power of suggestion can make people um think they're seeing something or that something's going on that's not, um which is what I find with a lot of hauntings, that people tell me, oh, my house is haunted, blah 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 blah, and you go in and there's like nothing there. There's like nothing there. um the real haunting, you'll see weird things like on camera that you don't see in your vision, like yesterday's taping, that the little tiny golden looking orb thing kept going in to my line of view. That was a hair. I actually saw that. My hair doesn't behave itself very well. But the little golden orb, it seemed like it was coming from somewhere up here and going down into my field of vision, but I didn't see it. So I don't really know what it was because I didn't see it except on the film, and the film kind of distorts things a little bit. So, but there has been activity in this house since we moved in, and we are aware that the previous tenants had some issues. We don't have any clue what they were into, but it looks like it could have been something really bad. And there were either deaths or serious injuries or serious health issues associated with that family. The two ghosts that we see consistently, or that we pick up on consistently, seem to be two members of that family. Like I said, the old lady and the little boy. Um, the old lady was developed some kind of, from the sound of it, some kind of neurodegenerative thing, and she was just slowly not remembering things and slowly not being able to move. And like it said, she'd put on a lot of weight after this started, which tells me that she may have been stress eating um or comfort eating. To get, but her life, her quality and the length of life was ever more increasingly obviously shortening. Um, or shrinking, I guess is what you'd say. I don't know what happened to the boy. Um, all I know for sure is that the neighbor said something happened to the people's youngest child, and a bunch of agencies came in and took the kids and checked the house and found the old lady in the basement in very bad condition. I'm not sure, but I have heard that her and the boy died. I don't know what happened. I do know that the couple that were actually renting the house lost the house, and they lost their kids, and they went to jail, but I don't know what for. Can't find any records on them either, so not that it's that big a deal, but that's what the neighbors were all saying. And then my landlord got it and remodeled the house a little bit, mostly fixing it up because the whatever was going on with the people who used to live here, they were definitely they destroyed quite a bit of the house. But the house was built in like 1976 or 1978, so probably needed a little remodel anyway. Like I said, if we do somehow come into money or something and the landlord lets us buy the house, we're probably going to do a little bit more work to the house. It's not really that big of a deal. There's just a few little things that kind of need to be done, um, to have the windows checked, to make sure they're in correctly, to stop the air bleed. I strongly believe that they just need to be sealed. Probably just didn't seal them correctly. Very common mistake. Um, Basements have weird issues on their own, that something could have shifted since he did the work, and who knows. But there's a little bit of remodeling we'd like to do down here, like put in at least a half bath. We don't really need a bath or a shower down here, but a half bath would be nice, especially since um I do the 4 a.m. thing. You typically wake up around 4 a.m. because I have to pee, and then I have to get my half awake ass up the stairs. So it would be nice if I didn't have to go upstairs at 4 a.m. Oh yeah, I see your ears. Gigi's like really snuggly. He's really excited that I'm feeling better. He was really snuggly yesterday too. Because I wasn't feeling good. And like I said, the storm was a little more active than they'd expected. And yes, kitty. I love you. You're just kitty. Oh yeah. See, he sees I'm talking about him, so he's coming in for cuddles. This camera can't pick up him purring, but he is purring very loudly. I don't know what that's all about. It's just the camera. Foof bitty. Foof bitty. Um, yeah, my kitty. Um, so yeah, today's good. Um, I got a lot done on one of my Kraken hats. I started working on them. I got a few things done. Oh yeah, couple of Baby Yoda doll ornaments got done yesterday. Yay! And then I finished another tiny turtle. And I was more working on the Krakens because I really would like to see those go, because those are bigger. I can make more money off of them. That's always good to be able to have things to make money. But I also like to work on the little cheapos because I know those things sell, and then I get more customers instead of big sales, and more customers can do the same thing as a big sale. So that's something. I'm thinking about getting into things like craft fairs, but for the craft fairs, I need him not to step on a pressure point. And tables that aren't crazy heavy, because I do have technically it's considered portable, but it's like 100 pounds. It's a crafting table. But I'd like to get one of the cheaper ones from Walmart that just folds up. A card table or the long ones. But then the other thing I'd need is vehicle transportation. And I need brain cells. Oh yeah, change money in case people use cash. Um, and I don't have those kind of resources right now, but I am working on that. There's just so many things that I just feel like need to get done that I almost feel like I could never have enough money. But if I ever did get enough money, then I would probably be bored with all the stuff being done. But yeah, okay, that was you. I think everything's good. I didn't see the ghosties today. I wonder if they're active. Oh well, they're not active every day. I don't really even know what they're doing. But yeah, I like to do these videos before anybody else gets woke up. That way, if something does happen, then you know. And also I can talk because John and Logan, the two that wake up easy, are at work. Probably shouldn't use their names, but you know, the roommate and my son-in-law are at work, and my daughter and my son just I swear they'd sleep through a nuclear bomb. Which might actually be a good thing. Uh, but me and the roommate and my son-in-law all wake up fairly easy. Um, so that's just the thing. Oh, he's back in my lap because he's a sweet boy. But yeah, I'm just doing a little update, talking about good things I found at the store, red beans and rice. Yeah. Um, Thinking about things you could put on the shelf. Oh yeah, ramen is good because it's cheaper and dry and it doesn't go bad. As quickly. It's all kinds of stuff you could put on the shelf. You put goodies, juice, um, Kool-Aid probably because it's just the powdered stuff. It doesn't do anything till you get it wet. You could probably get spices and put them on the shelf. Um, which I might do because we do use a lot of taco seasoning. Being 5 adults in the house, it's a lot of food getting eaten. So yeah, I gotta think about stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna cut it short today because I don't have a lot to talk about. Except I don't remember if I mentioned that I may have gotten accidentally too much yarn when I ordered it last time, which is probably good because that means I might actually be able to get 2 of the macaw and shiny white Kraken hats, which is great because they're going to look amazing. They are working up a little smaller than the other ones because for some reason the Sparrowgate is thinner, which I'm okay with. It's still the same price, it's just because it's the same pattern and it's the same tricky and it's probably going to cause the same issues with my hands. Um, but yeah, I feel like I'm doing really good. I feel like things are starting to go into the right direction. I feel like um we're gonna be okay even if things get bad, especially if the kids start listening. Um, no, I think things are just slowly getting a little bit better as we were able to get some funds going, and I don't want to panic people because, like I said, I'm not locally, I'm not really seeing or hearing anybody being concerned about food shortages. So I'm not sure if that's just because we're so close to where the food came from. And this was like something that also happened in the Great Depression where you would have areas where people were struggling to even find the basic foods to feed their family because the Dust Bowl had ruined the grain crops. So there wasn't bread. I don't think rice was easy to get, but I don't even know if we grew rice in America back at that time. But yeah, and it was like really hard. Soup kitchens were having a hard time making more than a thin soup. Um, so there were areas where there wasn't a lot of agriculture and people were struggling hardcore. And then there were areas like here where my great grandma said everybody had victory gardens. Every Well, she's up in Whatcom County. Everybody had victory gardens. All the farms were producing as much as they could. Um, So that area didn't see a lot of problems with food. Here in Spokane, where I'm like I said, I'm something like 3 miles away from Idaho. Idaho is where the potatoes come from. You could literally take a bicycle to Idaho and go get potatoes, if we needed to. We could probably even grow potatoes here. The only thing with my property is, or should say where I'm currently at, is that I don't know where the pipes are. I don't want to destroy the pipes or the electrical system. So, yeah, I'm not gonna grow potatoes. But yeah, I keep getting distracted. Are you distracting me? Yes, you are. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get some stuff done. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye. Like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing, and do the bell thingy.